Good evening all. Hope you're all well. Good evening Rick. Good evening Pete. Good evening Vicky. Here we are then for round number 2 of the JackyboyRacing Community Championship. Now, this week is Silverstone. Now, I've got to say, I'm not very looking forward to this circuit, so it should be fun. And we should be in for another entertaining race like we had in round number 1. So, yeah, we're just now waiting for the session to open, which should come up very, very soon. 8 o'clock should open. Now, there's a few that's unwell tonight, which is unwell to turn up. But we should have another double figures, around about 15, 16 people again. But yeah, let's see when we join into the session. Try and find it. Here we go. Still not unlocked, but we can just wait for the meantime. Now, the guy who won round number 1, he won't be coming into the session tonight. He's unwell, he's got COVID, so hopefully he gets better soon and he's ready to go for the round number 3. But yeah, we should have still a good turnout. Nothing yet. Hopefully it opens soon. Now we've got 5 minutes practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, and the race is going to be 45 minutes. So you will have a splash and dash at the end. Why isn't it opening yet? Nothing. Come on. Still unavailable. We'll just wait a minute, see if it refreshes. But yeah, thank you all for joining in to the chat. Good evening, Gene. See you on track. Good evening, Yeshil. See you on track, mate. I'm excited for this one. It should be a good turnout. Neil, I'm going. So Neil's going to give it a go. I'm sure he doesn't want to lose that number 1 spot he has in the championship after round 1, which was Alton Park. So fair play to him. Good evening, Casper. This is a good start. I still haven't had the session unlocked yet. Let's have a look. So it should be this one. I'm not quite sure why it hasn't unlocked yet. Hopefully nobody else is having this trouble. If you are, please let me know. Round number 1 went, as smooth as it could get. Still saying unavailable. Oh well, that's less practice for all of us. But hopefully we can join before qualifying starts. Let's have a look again. Still unavailable. Not the start I wanted. Let's try and close iRacing and come back on. Yeah, it's still pending here. I'm not sure why, because round number 1 pretty much opened straight away. I think we found the reason, boys. I think we found the reason. I can't believe it. It should start because I had no funds in my iRacing. No. No, no, no. It's still unavailable. Well, this is a good start. Not the start we wanted. It was going too smooth. Still saying unavailable. Well, that's technical issues. Down to me. Not prepping beforehand. Yeah, apologies for that, boys. Yeah, it's correct. I think it's due to I had no funds in my account. 1 sec, it's just refreshed. And it's still saying unavailable. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's because I had no funds in the iRacing account that when it turned 8 o'clock, it didn't start. 1 sec. Let's try and... Let's try and have a look. Unbelievable. Right. Well, that's the best start you could ever wish for. Yeah, I'm going to have to kneel. I'm going to have to, mate. Yeah, I think it's the best bet. Right, select session. Let's edit this one. I'll edit Donington Park. Right, so start time will be 8:30. So if you are watching this, guys, start time is going to be 8:30 p.m. Let's get it sorted quickly. Do apologise for this. Track will be Silverstone. But you learn from your mistakes, don't you? And I'll definitely learn from this next time. Double file, fast repair. Yep. 1 fast repair. Limit. There we go. Oh, that's correct. Default, correct. Weather's correct. No limit. 17 X's. sorted. Track conditions, fine. Fine. Right then, guys, so if you are watching, the race will start at 8:30. Apologise for that. Didn't really want it to go like this. Or if we're ready, I can change start time to 1/4 past. Let's change it to 1/4 past. 8:15. I think it's all correct. Just run through it. All fixed. Silverstone. Yeah. Right. So 8:15 it's going to start then, guys. Apologies for that. Just have to pop something on Discord. Well, yeah, like I said, that's something I'm going to learn from. It won't happen again. I think we've got everything sorted now. Hopefully, this session will now open at 8:15. Let's have a look. Nothing there. So we've got 8:15 Silverstone. There we go. Right, we can keep calm now. I think we've sorted it. 15 minutes late. It's not the end of the world, but hopefully people can jump on the Discord and see the error I've made. But yeah, what a start to the evening. Can only get better, that's what I say. Yeah, apologies, guys. Oh shit, start change date to 12th. Where's the date? Where's the date? 28th. Right, there we are. All sorted now. Should be anyway. April 28th. 8:15. Right. We can keep calm. But yeah, apologies again, boys. I'll know for next time. But we live and learn from the mistakes, and hopefully now, once we join the session, it can run a bit more smoothly. Sound. Hopefully you can all join, boys. Apologies for that if you are. You know, you've got other stuff booked in for this evening. But, you know, 15 minutes later is not the end of the world. Live and you learn from iRacing and live streaming. Well, it's been better. It could have gone better. Like I said, round one went a bit too smoothly for my liking. I'm glad I'm entertaining, Pete. I'm glad it was that easy to change it, to be fair. I thought I'd just hold in another session and then calculating points manually, then letting iRacing do it. But what I'll do now is edit the schedule again and have Donington will be the third round, and so on and so forth. So one more minute and the session will open. And then you can all give me shit through the radio, laugh at me all you want, which I'm fine with. Rookie error, rookie mistake. But it is what it is. So So yeah, 5 minutes practice, which will take us to 8:20. Then you've got 10 minutes of qualifying, and the race will be 45 minutes long with a pit stop included. Any minute now. Come on, I know you're still unavailable, but everything's worked. Give it a minute. Give it a minute or two. For iRacing to reset. And then it should be good to go. Fingers crossed. Sessions, view session. Should be the one. Come on, please open. Alt dates changed. And I've been charged, so it should open. iRacing balance is now $4.40. Let me know if you're all in, guys. If you are on this chat, let me know if it's working. Mouse has just gone flying. Now I'm not going to be able to reach it. Right, what are we all saying? Right, you're in. We go to leagues. It's not there. There we go. So it's opened. Choose the Porsche. Register. Phew. What a disaster to the night, but we fixed it. We fixed the issue. Sound. Join. Right then, here we go. Let the party start. So we've got everyone's loading in. Hopefully we still have the same amount of people that were going to join the 8 o'clock race. Well, hopefully people can find the instructions in Discord and see what's happened. But we're all good. Once we join, we'll go on the radio and apologise to everyone because that were an absolute disaster. But like I said, we've fixed the issue now. We're going to learn from his mistakes in the next one, round number 3. Make sure you've got some money in the account. I know I'm a tight Yorkshire person, but I'm not that tight. Always striving to, you know, make things work, perfect them. And, you know, end of the day, learn from your mistakes. See you in there, boys. Yeah, I think I deserve to finish last after that, Ricky. So 71%, 78, 80. We're nearly in. %, should be in any moment now. Here we are. Let's jump onto radio and apologise. Race view, get some practice in. Overlays are up. Right, we're good to go. Radio messages are not working.
What time do you call this, Jack?
Just one sec. Let's perfect everything first. It's not the best of starts to the night. Controls. Where's the chart? Where's the chart? Where's push to talk? Push to talk. It's not there. It's not there. Where's push to talk? Sound, sound, sound.
Yo, what's up?
Where is push to talk? It's on one of these. There we go. So here we are, 10 minutes of qualifying. I think we're good now. Let all the stress and the kerfuffle simmer down. Let's have some decent laps. I don't know why my push to talk's not working. But yeah, good luck all. Have fun. Now that's happened, I'm going to qualify like dog shit now. So yeah, at least the drama's done with. Let's get his head down now, qualifying, 10 minutes of this. So at the minute there's 12 in the session. So who have we got in? So we've got Neil, who is in first place in the championship. We haven't got Harry, who finished second in round one. So by the looks of it, Neil could possibly win this again unless there's an upset. Right, here we go. 7 minutes left to qualify. I'll be happy to get a top 5 qualifying and a top 5 finish, providing I can keep it on the tarmac. Rio was sliding then. Did well to pick it back up, but we lost a bit of time. Scrappy lap through Maggots and Beckett's that. Hopefully we don't get held up by Anton here. Gone in deep. Gone in deep.
Clear.
Well, we went in deep there. Scrap that lap. 2:06.4, yeah, terrible lap. I think the pressure of the live stream's got to me. With that massive boo-boo I made. So we've got Yashai, who's currently in P1. Where's Neil? Still yet to set a time. Better eggs out of there. On for a 2:05.5, and we did make a bit of a boo-boo on penultimate corner in the chicane. Let's get the braking zone right. Right, we're in 2:04.4s there, so we're back into P6, and we've lost it. But thankfully we've got 3 minutes left on the board. It's not slow anyone up. I know I can get a better time than that. So Neil is in P5 with a 2:04.3, but he has got COVID, so I'm sure he's doing the best he can. So yeah, currently P6. Off track, but it don't matter, because we've already abandoned this lap. We've got Thomas Coles and Anton in front of us.
Car on. Clear.
So there's last 1 minute left. Let's hope this is the best lap we can put on the board. Here we go. Better slipstream as well from Thomas. Two tenths up. Still 2/10 up. Still 2/10 up, so we're not doing too bad. Three tenths up. We're on for a 2:04.1. And there we have it. If that hasn't sealed the deal for the live stream tonight, I don't know what has. Let's pull over. And try and set up the push to talk, because I haven't a clue why it's not working. There we have it. Still have no idea why that's not working.
You're right, Peter, it was very different. The fixed setup for the one that felt completely different.
Yeah, I don't think P8's too bad. No idea why that's not working. Push to talk. Everything has just gone downhill tonight. Steering wheel's on. Let's turn it off again. Turn it back on again. Yep. So 50 seconds until the race starts. Let's try again. Just have one of those streams. P8. There's time to gain, that's for sure, but just got to clear my head best way I can. Yeah. So 10 seconds until the race starts now. Very good time from Yeshal with a 2:02.3. Philip's done a 2:03.4. Gene's close to Philip with a 2:03.5. You got Alexander then with a 2:03.9. Neil with a 2:04.3. Peter Steele with a 2:04.3. Very close. Alan 2:04.4. Me 2:04.4. Well, that's pretty close in the midfield for sure. So hopefully we can have a decent race.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the left.
So here we go.
The estimated SOF is 1,792. Closed. Pit road is closed. Tight field today. Look for opportunity. 5 cars left to grid.
Why ain't my gears working?
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Good luck. Good luck.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Can it get any worse?
Everyone's gridded.
Still putting it P5 for COVID. Nice
Right,
job, mate.
gears are working. We're all good. Can it get any worse, honestly? Are we all good? Here we go.
Catch up, 7, start. About to go green.
Right, let's keep calm. Yeah, cheers for that, Matt. I think the start tonight's just got to me. What the hell?
Letter 84, carbine.
I don't know what happened. My brakes did not work. My brakes ain't working.
You cut the cord, you gotta slow down. and give
Brakes
up
ain't
that car.
working, honestly.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Try and slow it down.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the cord.
Yeah, I can't slow down. My brakes don't work. Well, what a start. Can't even stop the car. Unbelievable. What a... Pedals don't work. Steering works. There's no brake. Yeah, I'm selecting the brake pedal, but it's not working. Throttle works. The brake pedal's not working. What a night. What a night. You couldn't write it, could you? Unbelievable. Well, that has topped it off. Well, I guess we'll have to commentate for this one. Let's have a look on track. Let's have a look for P1. Have a look at the best view. So we've got Yeshal first in P1. Philip it could have been where I restarted wheel. Everything were working perfectly in qualifying, and now nothing's working since. So that's pretty topped off tonight, which is a damn shame, really. So yeah, first off, the first session we had booked in for 8 o'clock. Turns out I didn't have any money in the iRacing account for it to start. We eventually started it by changing the dates from the Donington one back to Silverstone for 8:15. We eventually then... I don't know, Casper. I've no idea. I'll have to have a look afterwards. I don't want to be messing about without when when this race is on. So no point doing that. We weren't going to catch back up. Not being a lap down.
Move it, move it.
Yeah, Jim, we're not moving. It's over. So yeah, I think everything went downhill from the get-go. Really, it was going to happen. So yeah, not the best night. It's not Stephen, honestly. Like I said, from the time I started stream at 8 o'clock, nothing's gone to plan. Just got to laugh about it. But at least we got the race going for these guys. I will, Casper. I'll check it afterwards. But so yeah, Charles still winning, still in P1. We've then got Philip Walsh in P2. Neil, that's picked up 2 places. He's got to 3rd. Let's have a look at Neil. We've then got Gene in P4, Alan in P5, P6 we've got Alexander, P7 Peter Steele, 8th Thomas, 9th Diga, 10th Ricky, 11th Anton, and then 12th Green, and then obviously we are last. So you've got Gene behind Neil.
I don't know how I saved it, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked like it was coming to the barrier.
So yeah, let's have a look who's
Oh, mate, it let go
Who's
of me
close
2
to each
times
other?
as I was trying to save it and all, so I'm surprised I'm not the wrong way.
got a nice gap from P1 with a 2.5 seconds to Philip behind him. So Yeshal could be away with the fairies. Got a nice race with Gene and Neil behind. Let's have a look towards back of the field because I know there's a lot of action back here. So at the minute we're on Alexander, who's driving the Lambo. Yes, I would have liked being in this race. Tried to have done them all anyway, but we'll have to have a look at the wheel. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I wish I'd never touched the wheel, just so I didn't have the radio working. Let's have a look. Throttle's working. The brake's not working. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. Let's well, yeah, like it says, tonight's not the night. Let's have a look at the replays on these guys. The live action. Yeshal's gone. Phillips. Oh, this is a close battle. So Phillips in second. You got Gene closing down on him, along with Neil. It's a nice battle for second. Let's keep on these. So it should... Oh, has he sent it? Did Philip let him past on purpose, or did he send it wide? Let's have a look. We might as well keep on Gene, who's now in P2. Oh, Neil's bearing down his throat. Keep on these two for a bit. Philip's fallen back. I'm not sure if he's got any damage. Behind Philip, we've got Alan Stokes. I'm glad I didn't take anywhere else out when we set off and I went to slam on the brakes and I went straight across the grass. I'll have a look. I'll do that, Nick. I'll have a look now, mate. Load cell brake box. Where is that? It's there. You got throttle working. Brake still not working. Unbelievable. I'll have to sort it out afterwards because everything was working fine until I turned off the wheel. So Philip has definitely fallen back now. He is 2.8 behind the battle for P2. We've got 34 minutes left. So let me know if I do this better, being a commentator, rather than driving, because that were an absolute disaster. Oh, Philip has pitted. Let's have a look. He's in the pits, is Philip. Yeşil's now 9.3 ahead. Neil's P2, Gene's P3. Should be a good battle, this. Be fun to find out what happened to Philip, if he did have any damage or not. Yeah, I'm gutted too. I really don't know what happened. I think, well, disaster from the get-go, really. Well, it's a new rig, so I don't know why it'd disconnect from working fine beforehand. I'd done practice, and then when we joined into the session, qualifying were great, and then as soon as I turned off the wheel, that's when it went downhill once again. So I don't know. I'll have to have a look afterwards. Just a shame, really. But we learn from his mistakes, don't we? So Neil has picked up 3 positions. Alan has picked up 3 positions. Alexander's dropped down 1. Philip's dropped down 10. He's obviously pitted, but it'll be good to find out what happened to him. Yeah, Yeşil's fast. He only joined yesterday. So hopefully it'll make a bit more entertainment for the remaining 5 rounds. I've got the Fanatec app on, I'll just have a look. But let's just have a look now. So my throttle's working on the Fanatec app, but my brake's not. I am not sure why that is. Let's turn it off again. We'll just have a look what's happened. Yeah, I really don't know what happened. Yeah, it's not an iRacing issue, thankfully. Let's have a look. So we're still on the battle for P2. Yeshal's miles in the lead. Got Alan Stokes in P4. Closing down on him is Alexander. We then got Peter Steele in P6. He's picked up no positions. We got Thomas Coles in P7 behind him. He's picked up 2 positions, and you got Diga Barnes in P8. He's picked up 3 positions. Let's go back to the battle for P2. Just can't believe it. It just wasn't my night whatsoever then.
Yeah, that's a sketchy big end, mate.
The post just doing post things, mate, that's all that is.
So Gene is struggling.
Yeah, exactly.
I've not got a lie, mate, I'm struggling already, so if you feel that you can get past me, go past me, I'll let you go.
Neil's saying to Gene that he's struggling. And Gene's in the BM, which overall it's a
faster than me.
It's a nice balanced car. It's a good battle, is this. Neil is a very fast driver. Like I said, he won round 1, so there's no pushover, but I can't believe the pace of Yeshal, honestly. He has gone. Absolutely gone. Less than a second in it for battle for P2. Let's have a look up the grid and see if there's any more battles going on. Oh, there we go. An overtake from Diga. From Thomas. Anybody pitting? Nothing. Peter's nice and relaxed in P6. There we are in the pits. What a joke. There's now a gap of 1.2 from Neil to Gene. So, yeah, stick on this battle for a bit. Although, I think Neil is pretty much gone. Unless Gene can get it back together again and close in on the rear bumper of Neil. So Yeshal is in a race of his own, really, isn't he? So we got the field is kind of spread out a bit. Yeah, let's keep on watching Neil and Gene. Yeshel's just gone through start and finish line. He's well gone. Crazy. Back to live. So Neil's in the pits. Gene stayed out. So Gene needs a decent lap now before he comes into the pits. Let's have a look at Yeshal. Max Verstappen wannabe. It could be Max in disguise, to be fair. I will do, mate. I'll have a look. 9th position. Who have we got? Who do you want to see? We've got Ricky Jenkins. 9th position. We've got Neil, who's just come out. Let's have a look at these two. So you've got Diga Barnes. Anybody you want to see on track, let us know in the comments, because we've got nothing else better to do than commentate. Oh, he's gone wide. There's Thomas Coles. Ricky Jenkins, let's move to Ricky. With a Peppa Pig livery. He's doing well, he's picked up 2 positions, but Neil's pitted. And I think a few others pitted as well. So 24 minutes to go of the race. Got a gap of 11.6 seconds to P7. lovely livery from Ricky. Same one I use for the MX-5s. You gotta love a bit of Peppa Pig. My lad loves it. So still in P1, Yeshil. P2, we've still got Gene. Gene's still got a pit. Alan Stokes, who's still got a pit, who's in P3. Alexander, I'm not sure about. Peter Steele, I think, hasn't yet pitted. Yeah, the field has separated slightly. But, you know, round 3, we're going to learn from his mistakes, get everything set up again, and try and get the points we failed to get in this round. Got a nice battle for P10. You've got Anton, and then you've got Philip, who's behind him in the Porsche, and then you've got Green, who's in P12. We won't talk about me. Oh. Philip's right on the rear bumper now of Anton. Looks like he's got a better exit. Certainly has. What's going to happen here? Is it not going to be a Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton moment, is it? They've kept it clean. And Philip's got the position. Beautiful. Beautiful driving from Philip there. Philip now will possibly pull away, which it looks like he is. Who else have we got close racing on track? So the battle for P3 looks quite close. We'll stick on Philip for the time being. Yeah, no problem, Bruce. I'll keep switching to Mr. Jenkins. Just a shame this stream hasn't gone the way I planned it to. But we live and we learn. So, Phillips kind of pulled away. We've got a battle now for P11. Beautiful Mackie's livery there. He's definitely loving it. So you've got a battle for P8, which is Mr. Jenkin. Let's have a look. And Neil. And Neil's pitted, so he should get past Mr. Jenkin here. Nice and easy does it from Neil.
Thanks, Mama, you done the help there.
And Mr. Jenkin looks like he's going into the pits. Let's have a look. Look at Chase View. There we go. How would you like that for a livery now? Peppa Pig. So let's have a look at the grid once again. Potential battle for P3. So we got in P3 in P2. So why the track map's not updated that, but in P2, Alan, who is yet to pit, Alexander, who's third, who's yet to pit, and Peter Steele in P4, who must be yet to pit, and Yeshel must be yet to pit. He can't have a gap like that. No way. Let's flip to Coles. Let's have a look for Coles. Where is it? Thomas Coles. There we are. He's currently in P8. On my track map it's saying P7. But we'll stick to the standings. But yeah, the field has definitely separated now, but people still yet to pit. It's hard work is this commentating. Not really how I saw my evening to be, but it's a nice change. Yeah, no problem, Brian. Nice and consistent is Thomas. So, just over 16 minutes left of the race. still can't believe brakes didn't work as soon as we set off. Should have just left the wheel alone. But I'm glad I didn't take anyone out doing it.
The leader's pitting now.
There we have it. Yeshal's in the pits. Got enough of a gap to do some pit stop practice. So we've got a nice battle for P2. Let's have a look. There we are. P12 is Anton. Any other battles going out on track? You know, Peace. P3 Gene. Don't know why on track map it's saying it's P6. I've got the CLS pedals. They ain't got the can't even think of it. The load cell. Just the normal brakes. Wait, I'm just gonna have to check the cables. I doubt they've come out. I think with me not resetting the wheel and wanting the radio to come on. I think I was just stupid to do that, to be fair. But we'll have a look afterwards. Yeah, I could just have one of them feelings it were going to be one of those nights. You know, I got rid of my old cockpit, the rig that I had an open wheeler rig. And now I've got a next level racing rig. A lot better, sturdier rig than I had then. You know, a bit of a play seat. One steel arm holding it up. It was shaking like mad with me pumping up the force feedback, but with this rig now, sturdy as you like. Let's have a look out on track. Who else have we got battling? P9 and P10 as it says. Mr. Jenkin. Yeah, he's doing quite well, Mr. Jenkin. Just constantly, you know, getting the points. I mean, you've got Yeshel's fastest lap race pace with a 2:02.1. Got Gene's race pace, his best lap with a 2:03.8. And Neil with a 2:02.8. So even Neil's, you know, over half a second away from him. Any more racing out on track? P8, P7, P6. The battle for P4. We've got Alexander and Peter Steele. Peter's 2.8 off of him. Well, it's definitely been some decent racing. You definitely wouldn't have seen this point of view before would have been racing anyway. Go on, Peppa Pig. Aye, alright then. Let's have a look at Peppa. Let's have a look at Mr. Jenkin. There we are. So we've got Philip Walsh behind Mr. Peppa Pig. Yeah, it's a decent rig, mate. Like I said, the open wheeler rig where you were sat like a bit of an F1 driver was sat. So it just takes some practice to getting used to this rig, sat in like how they do in GT cars, which it seems that trail braking is a lot easier than it was in the older rig, so it's going to take time. And quite possibly me changing everything over, the cable has gone loose whilst doing that, so I'll check it, but everything will working perfect in qualifying and the practice sessions before this. It's just very strange.
Go on, Alan. Inside, Alan. Inside, Alan.
Ah, how you doing, mate? That makes sense now. Yeah, it's a brilliant rig. Couldn't wish for anything better. Unbelievable. It's just a shame you can't see me driving in it, but we live and we learn. No problem, Mog. Anybody else racing on track? So the battle for P6 and P7. Alan and Thomas Coles.
10 move up.
Yeah, no problem, Jim. I'm not moving anywhere, mate. My brake don't work. Yeah, next time for sure. You know, I live stream every Wednesday. The community championship I've got set up is every other week, so be on 2 weeks' time from this one, which will be, look at the calendar, the 12th of May. The third round will be, I think it's at Donington, so that should be good. It's a good old battle for P6 anyway. Thomas is certainly pushing him. Well, like I said, I didn't expect to be commentating tonight, but it is what it is. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. And it's showing you a bit of a different view to what it's usually like. Of seeing me in the cockpit racing quite badly, should we say. Thankfully, with this community championship, we don't lose any points, so we only just got us 2KI rating the other day, and we don't really want to lose that anytime soon. Just going to keep building on it. Have we got a battle for P9, have we? Let's have a look. Mr. Jenkin again with his famous Peppa Pig livery. Now, something must have happened to Philip, because he was right up there when race started. Oh, you gotta love Peppa Pig. Like I said, my son loves it. Peppa Pig, Ben and Holly, Mr. Tumble, Paw Patrol. The list goes on. So 7 minutes of the race left. Mr. Jenkins gone wide. Has he left the door open for Philip? He certainly has. He's let him through. Yeshol is in a race of his own. Absolutely killing it. And he's only just joint championship, so a nice 25 points will go to him after this. Jeans in second. Neil, who has COVID, is in third. He's picked up 2 positions. Peter Steele, he's picked up 1 position. Let's have a look who else we've got racing closely on track. Battle for P6 is still going on. They're away. Let's have a look. Battle for P6. It's close between them two. But yeah, the point system's exactly like the Formula 1 points, so 25 for a win, second's 18, 15's third, so on and so forth. But shame about the numbers tonight. I know a few people's ill and had to drop out. There was currently 16 people for round 1. When I was young, mostly I watched the Discovery Channel. You can't beat Dora the Explorer. The field has definitely spread out now. And a track like Silverstone, it were always going to happen. Alton Park were, you know, it's pretty tight, still hard to overtake on there. But we didn't have a bad race, to be fair, at Alton Park. So if you haven't seen that, you can go back and check it out. Battle for P2 getting closer, I think. With Gene and Neil. I always hope the Fox robbed them. Never did though, did it, unfortunately. Let's have a look at... I mean, this is as close you're going to get with 2 people. Let's dive to Gene and Neil. Let's see how they're doing. Don't think it's going to be a grandstand finish between them two towards the end. It's got a gap of 3.6. Oh yeah, in my team we've got Gene, who we're on now. We've got Peter Steele, who's in P5. Philip Walsh, who's in 9th. And Jason, who isn't racing tonight because he can't make it. So we are looking forward to doing the Nürburgring 24 hours, which will be good. Next month, I think it's the 19th of May. So that'll be a good watch if you are about. Just, you know, tune in and show us some support. Eighth and 9th are still battling it out. There's Yeshal. There, Phillips closing on to Digger. I think they'll be all roaring to ask me some questions of what happened. But yeah, I've kind of enjoyed watching it from this angle. It's definitely give another aspect to it, for sure. But just to share you guys that tuned in, wanted to see me race, but like I says, we'll fix the issues next time. Well, we certainly will. With loading in the race, we'll have some money in the iRacing. I'm sure Philip will be able to pick another place up before the end. Just got to watch 2nd and 3rd closely. There's still not much in it between them. Not unless Gene makes a mistake on the last lap and Neil capitalises on it. Well, it's been a good race. I've enjoyed it. So yeah, the full 25 smackaroonies is going to go to Yeshal. Oh, Phillips pitted again. That'll be interesting to know what happened to him during the race. Let's move to the second and third. See if anything's happening there. I think Gene's got this. Maybe an off track then. Potentially. I'm glad it's been a nice watch, Gasper. You know, I apologise for the start to the stream. It just completely wrecked my head. And I think probably I would have been off anyway. Especially with racing games and races like these, you need a clean head to do it. Yeah. So Yashal takes first place. Second we have Gene. Third place
Neil was a nice battle.
we have Neil.
Side by side.
We're in the pits. You don't want to see me.
You were driving
In fourth.
You were driving well there, my man. Well done.
Yeah, he drove a blinder, did Gene?
My man. Great race. Well done.
Fourth place we have Alexander. Fifth place we have Peter Steele.
Even with COVID, mate, you're still bloody quick.
Flashing as he goes over the line.
I'm done now, like I'm
P6.
done, like, I'm soaking 5 minutes into that race, mate.
We
You
have
can get in
Alan.
there anyway, regardless.
In
Yeah, but
P7 we have
quicker
Thomas
than you. I mean,
Coles.
look at the times, you were still quicker than me, even the whole race. So I just, because you made a couple of mistakes, I could catch up, but otherwise you were flying.
P8 we have Diga.
Mate, I've literally done no practice here this week at all. I've been that unwell.
P9 we have
so
Philip.
I think I've done like a couple of PCR races at the start of the weekend. That was it.
Yeah, Neil did well to finish P3,
Yeah,
especially with
even
COVID.
With that still. To do
We
that,
got Mr. Jenkin over the line in P10, Green in P11,
Flag.
and P12 Anton.
Bring it back to the
And
pit,
obviously,
keep going.
P13 we have
Jackie boy,
us.
what happened to you, my man?
I don't want to talk about it, Neil. We'll talk afterwards of what happened. Yeah,
No,
cheers,
yeah,
Morgan.
so I made a stupid mistake. My first
I'm
place,
good
when
too,
I
mate.
pitted, I didn't have my fuel.
We'll fix the
Fuel
issues
in
what we
check,
experienced
so
this
I had to
race
pick
and be ready
no fuel.
to do more videos throughout the
I
week.
wonder why you ended up behind
The
me,
live
man.
stream Wednesday, and
Yeah,
then in 2 weeks' time we'll have round number 3 at Donington.
I was wondering why you pitted again in front of me.
Well, that was fun.
So yeah,
And then
there we
was
have it
like,
then,
"Wow,
guys.
front pitting." I'm like, what?
Unbelievable race that.
yeah, I was like the same.
And
but he was right behind
yeah,
me, and then
we'll,
all of a sudden he was in the pits. Like,
we'll
okay.
leave it there. So if you did enjoy the stream, guys, you know, like I said, I do apologise to what happened at the beginning.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
But yeah, I'm glad we put on a decent race and a decent
Philip,
show
what
for
did
these
you-
guys that joined in the community race.
Because you were
And
in P2 and also
We'll get
pretty fast.
we'll get everything
Set a
sorted.
penalty.
But yeah, there we have
I
it,
just saw
guys.
him peel away and then
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you Wednesday for the live stream. Bye bye.